My name is Joey Wickham. I'm 22 years old, and I currently work as an account manager at Vital Interaction, a software company based out of Austin, Texas.
Hi, I'm Jonah Grimm. I'm 20 years old. I work at a company called Brightbee.com, and I also started my own business called Grim Tales LLC, and I live in Gilbert, Arizona.
Hey, I'm Sarah Iddings, and I'm 26 years old, and presently I work for a company called Classical Conversations that is based in Southern Pines, North Carolina.
Hi, my name is Itzhak Young, and I'm 23. I don't work for a company right now, but I do offer my services as a freelancer. I'm a digital marketer.
Hi, my name is Logan Westberg. I'm an inside sales representative for Avi Networks, and I currently live in Santa Rosa, California.
Before Praxis, I was homeschooled all the way through, and I was actually working as a turkey farmer in basically the middle of nowhere, Missouri.
Before I started the program, I was trying out college for just a little bit. I tried it for a couple of semesters because I knew in my heart that I really wanted to be a game developer, and for the past several years I had been passively building up these skills and teaching myself everything from home, and I was like, okay, awesome, college is going to set me up, it's going to help me with my skills, and I'll get a job, everything will be great. But I knew first week into college that it wasn't for me, because I had already made so much progress with my learning on my own free time that I thought to myself, why can't I just keep doing this? And then I started looking for alternatives, and that's when I discovered Praxis.
Before joining Praxis, I worked for a nursing home as a housekeeper, and I would do that for half the day, and then after that I would quickly run, I would change clothes, and I would spend the rest of the day working in my local library, putting away books and helping my patrons out.
Before Praxis, I was a barista, and I was also working in a warehouse.
Before the program, I was a senior in high school, starting to evaluate my options outside of graduation. I always knew I wanted to find my way in the world of business, but didn't see college as an efficient way of preparing me for that.
Right now, I manage about 200 customer accounts and work with our sales team to close more as well. And really throughout all of Praxis, I've just worked on projects and professional development to be able to put myself in a place where I knew that I could create value for any company that came along.
In the Praxis program, I went through many months of professional development. I gained this massive network, and I wrote every single day for a year. But most of all, the program taught me how entrepreneurs think, and to not think so much about like degrees, certifications, but how to genuinely think of what is valuable to others and how to create that for them. And right now, I'm a front-end web developer at Brightbee, and I'm currently building a small indie game studio right out of my house.
When I joined Praxis, I went in with a full-on marketing emphasis, primarily centered around social media marketing, which is what I'm doing now for Classical Conversations.
In the program, I was sent to an apprenticeship with a digital marketing agency in San Francisco, and I worked with them to help grow for about 6 months, and then once the apprenticeship was finished, I decided to go out and start doing my own thing.
After completing the online boot camp, I moved up to California from Tucson, Arizona, and started in a lead development representative role. This led to 3 months later being promoted in a sales development position, and more recently an inside sales position since our company has been acquired just a few months back.
Man, Praxis for me has really just been a mindset shift of looking at everything in terms of how can I create value there, and really looking at that in terms of how can I achieve my own personal and professional goals while also creating value for others. And what I've realized is when you can find when those two connect, there's really no telling how far you can go or how much you can achieve.
Praxis was hands down the best decision that I ever made for myself. It not only taught me how to think like an entrepreneur, but it also gave me an insane amount of self-confidence in myself that I just didn't have before. And what I realized is that with college, with all the degrees and the requirements, for certain things like being a doctor, that might be necessary, but for most fields, you really don't need all those. And a lot of times if you could just start working and get the experience, you can do the work, as I have been. And it gave me the confidence to also start up my own studio. So now I can work on my job and then immediately flip over and start building my business. I've never been happier in my life. I'm so excited of where I'm going, and it's all thanks to Praxis.
Not only did Praxis help me get the very first foot in the door opportunity that I needed to get a career in marketing started, they have helped me gain confidence in so many ways. Just from having to move for my apprenticeship and learning that yes, I'm capable of getting settled in a brand new community clear across the country, and yes, I'm capable of learning new skills and a new job and integrating in a new workplace. They also have just been by my side like the whole way. Like anytime I would have a question or need some advice, I can still, even as a graduate, reach out to the Praxis mentors and the community as a whole and just chat with people and get so much great advice from everybody. They've been so supportive and so helpful, and now, like, after having been graduated from the program for a couple of years now, I'm still just meeting up with fellow Praxians and just sharing in the great community that is Praxis.
Praxis helped me in a number of ways, outside of the network that it's established for me. It instilled a work ethic that you hardly find anywhere else, or at least you don't really find anywhere, except for maybe some high-functioning startups and other high-functioning organizations. But it's not something that you're schooled in. In fact, they have an entire module called, or that is dedicated to unschooling. And Praxis helped kind of get me into a regimen and helped me push myself harder than I have ever really pushed myself before. And I dabbled with startups in the past before. This was just something entirely new. It connected me to the right people, and through my apprenticeship, I was able to acquire the skills and get the training from just really people who are top-notch in the industry. And I wouldn't have been able to get to where I am now without that.
Praxis has helped me get to places that I thought were previously impossible without a 4-year degree, and show me that credentials are far less important than true value. It's also given me a community of people that I've utilized to help me get better at my current job, open up new business ventures, and expand my list of goals with, so that I can really understand what I'm capable of and efficiently go after what I really want out of life.